What's up, guys? Welcome to the Jackal Tackle and welcome to the review to see what went wrong with the Springboks on Sunday. Um, just a bad, bad result for Springboks. Um, we would have expected them to take this game easily. We picked a really strong team. Probably only player that wouldn't. Yeah, okay. Peter Stevens is injured, but him and Colby are the only replacements that would have come in, and Nkosi and Mostert are really good replacements for that. So no excuses for the Springboks. It was a poor performance, and yeah, I believe we deserve to lose the game. But let's go into detail and see why it happened or what went wrong. So early on, nothing really happened. Only a couple of penalties exchanged. Kicking battle between Pollard and Cooper. Um, Both guys that really were successful in the beginning of the game of the boot until I think the 15th minute when Siak Kolisi got his yellow card. I agree with the call. It is a yellow card, but like if you look back at the Lions series, I'm not uh, blaming this on the referee. I'm just saying we want consistency. If you look back at the Lions series, Hamish Watson's tackle, I think in the first test, um, was very similar, and he only got the penalty against him. So yeah, we just want consistency, and that's another example of when we're not getting that. So um, let's hope it continues. And if it happens next week, it's also yellow. Okay. Um, then right after that, Australia really capitalized and scored a brilliant try. Brilliant there, Karevi and I think it was Karevi. Yeah, it was Karevi and Galloway. It was bad defense by Faf and Mapimpi. I think Vali could have also done a bit better, but at the end of the day, it was brilliant by Australia and great try. Um, Cooper then converted, of course, and yeah. Then later on, Australia also got a yellow card. This was because of repeated infringements and also collapsing the mall. I think South Africa would have scored, so they could have got a penalty try, but they did score after the next line out, so I'm not too worried about that. Um, After the yellow card, it was just penalty exchanges, mostly for Australia. South Africa's discipline really let them down, and yeah, they punished us. Cooper really had a great game. His kicking was on point. He didn't miss one kick, and yeah, Cooper Cooper was. I really didn't expect him to kick as well because that we don't associate Cooper with great kicking. We associate him with his footwork and his creativity, and we really did see another part of his game. Uh, Probably worked on it while no one really saw much of him. So yeah, well done to Cooper. After a couple of penalties and so on, so Vali Leroux got a yellow card. Now this one I disagree with. Um, it was in the 22, but and I can see why they gave it as yellow, but it's definitely not in my opinion. I don't see it as deliberate. I think Vali went for intercept. If he goes in and he really slaps down the ball and um like you can 100% see it's deliberate, then definitely yellow card. But he went in trying to catch the ball, or it looked like he's trying to catch the ball. If he wasn't trying to catch the ball just basically hit him. So no, I can't see why that will be a yellow card. But yeah, I can see why they gave it, but I don't agree. Um, yeah, Australia didn't really capitalize on that too much. Got a penalty they after kicked it over, but nothing much after that. And then like 8 minutes later, Australia also got a yellow card for no arms tackle. Lots of teams are getting away with this. Those grass cutter tackles these days. No arms, just diving in. luckily this one was punished, and the Springboks did score again from their maul, which was the only way we could score against Australia, it looks like. Um, yeah, after that again, just a couple of Cooper penalties to basically extend their lead and make it hard for South Africa. But we did, in the 70th minute, get another driving maul try. Mark's second try of the game. Marx was probably South Africa's best player. There were no real standouts, but if I can pick one, I would say Marx. A lot of South African players played poorly. I would say people I'm most disappointed in are probably Pollard, who really struggled with his kicking, who missed I think two penalties and one conversion. And I would say he's really consistent. So I think for him to have an off day, everyone was surprised. He didn't play exceptionally well, but he's still one of the best players, best center. So I hope it's only a once-off, and I believe it's only a once-off. Then after we scored our try, Damon Willemse missed the conversion, so we missed 10 points in the game, which could have made it a really easy game for South Africa to win. I just want to talk about Willemse on the bench. Now I really like Damon Willemse. I really think he has a future with the Springboks. But I think if South Africa, I like to do 6-2 split, but if we are going with the 6-2 split, I don't think Willemse is the right option for the 6-2. I think if you want someone for 6-2 split, it needs to be someone like Goosen, who you can rely on for kicking. Pollard usually doesn't have an off day, but when he does, you need someone in these tight games, test rugby. You need someone like Goosen to come on and be reliable from the kicking tee. And Willemse isn't that. He is a great player, he is a great utility player, but he's not a kicker, he's not a reliable kicker. So I would say if we want to play Willemse, I would go with 5-3 split. And I don't understand the bench. In the World Cup it was simple. We had Pieter-Steph du Toit, who was a lock. So I don't understand why we're going now with 3 loosies on the bench. We have Wiese, Kwagga, and Marco van Staden on the bench. Why not put a lock on the bench then? So if we're going with 3 loosies, why I don't understand why we're going 3 loosies. I think we can only use 2 loosies and then have 3 on the bench. My 3 I would pick would probably be Reinach, Pollard, and then Willemse or Kriel. But I see South Africa really likes Herschel Jantjies on the bench. So I would say Herschel, Moras, and Willemse or Kriel. So I think you need a reliable kicker, and that is Morné Steyn. Like I said, in the 6-2 split, I would really go for Goosen, because Goosen can play anywhere. And if you really don't trust him on the wing, you can play him fullback and Willie can play wing. So I think Goosen is the solution to this problem. But he unfortunately isn't in the squad. So hopefully next time Goosen is in the squad and he can play fill that role. Getting back to the game, after that, South Africa win the lead. I think 2-point lead, and then last minute of the game we get a scrum. After the last two scrums we dominated, and I think we were unlucky not to get penalties. But the last scrum of the game, it just looks like we decided, we've won the game and just put it in and kick out. And Australia really put us under pressure in the scrum, and that led to the holding penalty after that, which Cooper, he really did bring his kicking boots and kicked it over, won the game for Australia. And Cooper definitely is my man of the match. I don't think, there were a lot of Aussies who really played well, but Cooper was the standout and he deserves to be man of the match. I think heading into the next game, I think South Africa really will be better and will bounce back. As of recording this, I have seen the team sheets for the next game. Leave a like if you would see a preview for that game. But again with the three losers on the bench and Marvin Orri in the place of Laurie Jager, I don't know if that's the answer, but more on that on the preview. I think it will be a tougher game. I think South Africa will perform this time, and I think South Africa will win this probably. But I haven't seen the Australian team yet, so let's see. And then just the shout out to the Bulls. Like you can see, I am a Bull. I am a Bull. So shout out to the Bulls for winning the Currie Cup again, back to back. Never really in doubt, and I really am looking forward to the new rugby challenge or United Rugby Challenge or whatever. I think it will be an interesting battle between the Southern Hemisphere clubs and the Northern Hemisphere clubs. I think the South African teams will struggle in the bit. I think the only team who will possibly compete will be the Bulls. I think the other teams really are far behind, and probably the only team that will compete is the Sharks. And I would have said the Stormers, but they have lost so many good players now. Pieter-Steph is gone, Bongi is gone, so I'm just also wondering when will it come that Kitshoff goes. So they have lost a lot of Springboks, and I think they will struggle. Their coaching isn't great, so I think the only team who will really perform are the Bulls, and let's see. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.